Hey, what's going on guys? As you can tell from the title, today's video is going to be 10 things that I hate about Red Dead Online. Now before I start this video, I do want to point out that Red Dead Online is obviously a beta. It is a work in progress of how really amazing the online component of Red Dead Redemption 2 can really be. Although this video is 10 things that I don't like about the game, I think it is important that we let Rockstar know what features we don't like so they can actually look to make improvements, and ultimately make this game as good as it can be. So with that being said, let's get into this. So the first thing I had to put in this list are gold bars. Now at the current income rates, you can make around 1 gold bar per 10 hours of gameplay. You accumulate gold bars so painfully slowly. I managed to find a shirt in Red Dead Online that can only be purchased with gold bars, and it costs 40 of them. So this one shirt literally costs 40 hours of grinding. In a way, the gold bars kind of remind me of those free-to-play mobile games where you have your normal currency and then you'll also have your premium currency, or your gems as they're usually called, and gems can be bought through real-life money or earned very slowly, but their main purpose is obviously to sell the microtransactions. Now I don't have a problem with Rockstar selling microtransactions, but I feel like there's quite a lot of content that's just stuck behind this paywall because we earn it so slowly. So things like this shirt, or even some of the weapon colours and customizations, just to have your weapons customized, only can be purchased with gold bars, so it just makes a lot of paywalls behind these items. The next thing in this list is no self-defense. So if a random player decides to attack you in Red Dead Online and you defend yourself, you lose honour. I think players should definitely be punished for attacking random players, but I think to punish people for defending themselves just seems a little bit unfair. So perhaps Rockstar could add a timer where if you do damage to someone, they have a few minutes where they can defend themselves and not lose any honour from doing so. Because otherwise, if you want to play as an honourable player and other players are attacking you, you kind of have to just roll over and let them kill you because you're too scared to defend yourself and ruin your honour ranking. Next up are minigames. So one of my favourite features of Red Dead Redemption 1's multiplayer was being able to gamble with other players. You could play poker, blackjack, I think also liar's dice with other players back in the day, and it was just a really awesome high risk activity we could do with our friends. Now I did make a video a while back talking about potential implications of having gambling minigames in the game if Rockstar are selling microtransactions, because in certain jurisdictions there could be a real life link considered with real life gambling because of the transaction with real life money transferring into game money that can be betted in blackjack and poker. There was also some speculation this is why the casino update never came to GTA Online after some development code and voice work was found for the casino opening. However, obviously the casino never came to GTA Online. So hopefully the reason for this is not a legal issue and these minigames can once again be played in the Wild West. Next up is the minimap display. Now you might have noticed when enemy players are around you, the minimap will display a red segment in the direction of that player. However, it does not give you any indication of how close they actually are, and can make it really hard to pinpoint players since you're only seeing a general direction rather than their actual blimp. So it causes you to have to always open your world map to see exactly where the blimp is. So it would be nice if Rockstar added these player blimps onto the minimap in close proximity, similar to how GTA Online works. On the subject of player blimps, this next one is the fact that every player in your lobby is shown on the map at all times. No matter where you are on the map, it makes it very easy for griefers to find you. I think the game would be way more immersive if player blimps were only shown if they're in proximity of you. And there's been some really good suggestions I've seen on Reddit with people saying that if you have good honour in Red Dead Online, the game should actually hide you from the minimap. And I think that's a fantastic suggestion and would make for a really big incentive to actually play honourably and make it harder for griefers that just want to go around shooting people all day. The next feature is voice chat proximity. Now there actually is a proximity voice chat in Red Dead Online, however it's quite hard to tell. A lot of people don't even think there is one because the radius is so large. Sometimes I feel like we can hear voices from all over the map because of just how large this radius is. I think Rockstar really needs to shrink the voice chat proximity radius to be a lot smaller, and I think it would really help for the role-playing aspect in online.
Thanks, man.
At the number 4 spot is the Mexican standoff. If you don't know what this feature was, it was one of my favourite features from Red Dead Redemption 1, and it was where the game mode started with a kind of Mexican standoff or a duel, and it made for a really fun and intense start to every round, since you'd all start off in a circle and you'd have to duel each other and shoot as many people as you could, or be shot yourself. I think Red Dead Online could use a similar mechanic to start off the game modes, and I think it would make them a lot more exciting. At the number 3 spot are the tiny payouts. Now I had to mention the payouts in Red Dead Online and just how ridiculously small they are in comparison with the prices that we have. Rockstar have also vastly increased the prices from single player into online, and I'm talking like items that used to be $30 are now sold for $1,000 online. And not only have prices increased, but actually the money making methods that we had in this single player have been reduced. So things like looting bodies, we actually now get much less money when we loot bodies, and it just makes for a much higher unneeded grind. And just to put this in comparison for you guys, a gold wedding ring in Red Dead Online only sells for $1.15, whereas a can of baked beans costs $1.50 to purchase. So you're telling me I get less money for selling a gold wedding ring than I have to purchase for a tin of baked beans. At the number 2 spot are robberies. So in Red Dead Online, many of the fun robbery activities that we had from single player have been removed. So we had robbing NPCs, robbing stores, robbing stagecoaches and other houses, and all of these things have been completely removed. Even if you do get a stagecoach in online, the stagecoach fence has gone, so you can't even take the stagecoach anywhere to sell it. And that leaves me with the last thing on my list, and that is the lack of purchasable properties. Honestly, I was a little bit scared to put purchasable properties into this list because of how potentially expensive they could end up being. But I think being able to upgrade from a camp to an actual property could be a really awesome addition to the game. However, I have a feeling that Rockstar have been saving properties. Perhaps they're going to make ownable ranches and houses as part of a future online DLC. We're probably going to need at least 10,000 gold bars to buy one of these guys. So that was my top 10 things I dislike about Red Dead Redemption 2. I've got to say though, overall I'm still really enjoying my time in the game. I've put a lot of hours into it so far, and I'm just very excited about the future with new content. I think the base of what we have is really good, and I just think with some balancing for the payouts especially, Red Dead Online is something that I can see myself playing for months, and perhaps even years to come. Let me know in the comments if there's anything you guys dislike about the game. Let's try to leave some constructive feedback for the game down in the comments. And of course, if you want to submit any feedback directly to Rockstar, they actually have a suggestion box where you can send your ideas or criticisms to their inbox. Thanks for watching guys, don't forget to leave a like on the video, it really helps support my channel, and also subscribe if you are new around here for more videos like this, and I'll see you guys in the next one.